Okay, so firstly with disproportionate, they say mothers lose an hour of sleep each night, fathers lose 13 minutes. So they're saying it's disproportionate. That is, mothers lose a lot more sleep out of proportion to it's not equitable, is what they're saying. There are two portions and they're out of proportion. Some of them are the mother loses like 4 times as much sleep as the father.
So can we say that, for example, okay, I study 10 hours a day. My friend just study disproportionate half an hour.
Only if there was some assumption at the end of that process that you should be equitable in sharing that, or that it would be equally born. Like, so in that case, that there's too much studying is not something that's been portioned out. It's something that you're choosing to do more or less of. In this case, it's more like a process that's portioning out disrupted sleep to different people. And if we thought that that process was going to be equal or equitable, we would expect them to lose roughly the same amount of sleep. But instead, so um, so
It
you could
means not
say that,
equitable.
yeah,
Mm.
disproportionate implies that there's a proportionate sharing would be each gets roughly the amount that they're entitled to. Um, so if you said that someone's response was disproportionate to the activity or to the action, you might be saying that someone overreacted. It was out of proportion. Yeah. So in this case, they're using that um, that word to highlight inequity. Um, Sentence, this decline in sleep quality. So in this, they're talking about for both mothers and fathers, but much more for mothers, sleep quality is worse. So it's a decline. Stage would be much more neutral.
Mm.
You'd be saying that this is a stage in, it doesn't really work for quality. Um, no, because they're referring in the first sentence they describe a decline. They describe a loss
Mm.
or a reduction in sleep. So in this sentence, they're referring back to what has been described in the first sentence. So in the first sentence, we see a negative effect. In this sentence, they refer back this decline, this negative effect on sleep quality and quantity continues, persists until the child is 6 years old. So first 3 months with a new baby, we wouldn't expect it to last so long that there would be a lower level of sleep quality and quantity, but there is.
Exactly.
True. I haven't started having good sleep until my child was at least 6, probably
Six.
more like 7 or 8.